Hello, beautiful soul. So one of the things that I want to talk to you about today is the energy that we feel that sometimes is not from disembodied energies, but actually from living people, people that are here alive with you now, people that you have met at work or friends, family, ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends, friends. And I briefly discussed this when we talked about the evil eye, but this is coming back again because there is something important that sometimes there are a lot of people that are looking at other people, and there is a part of them that attaches to the other being. And normally, when we talk about the evil eye, we're talking about an energy that is shared with someone that is sensitive to energies and therefore, or things, plants, animals, babies. So when the energy is shared by someone that has an evil eye, meaning a heavy energy, heavy blood, heavy eyes, heavy energy, basically, that is shared to something or someone, and it creates an illness, a deficit of energy, because the dense energy of the other person kind of sucks the energy like a vampire, sucks the energy. Therefore, a piece of that person or thing diminishes in energy, so there is no energy flow. So when we talk about people, sometimes might not consider an evil eye when somebody has jealousy, envy, but that is exactly what happens. I'll give you an example. Somebody comes and looks at you interesting. They might think that everything goes okay for you, no matter what, everything comes easy to you. And then the other person comes and have certain feelings towards you because of that comes easy to you. The person might not have the heavy eyes, but they have the heavy energy, or they might have entities attached to them that have that density, that when they pay attention to you and focus their energy on you, automatically they share that energy with you, and therefore there is that density. So how do you protect yourself from that? Is by always having a very high vibration. I'm giving you this example because I find that a lot of people that are thinking that they have witchcraft done to them, and oh my goodness, somebody must be doing witchcraft. Sometimes what happens is that they just are sensitive, so that anyone that looks at them in a certain way that is not of high vibration creates energy deficit in them. This is important because even the kids can receive this. For example, if you are successful and you're successful, everything is working out, everything is perfect, and then someone tells you, you notice, there's always a feeling, you notice the person is just way too interested in your life, interested in your whatever is happening at home or at work, etc. Even though they might have no bad intentions towards you, their heavy energy can affect you or your kids. So protecting yourself from this is easy as going into a shower and cleansing your auric field. It can be also intentionally doing spiritual bath, as easy as 1 or 2, 3 ingredients, maybe 3 or 5 ingredients, to amp the power of these ingredients in this bath in order for it to be more effective. So it's not something that we should be doing every day, like, oh my God, somebody did evil eye on me every day, like, or I feel this every day. Like, if you're going to the point where it becomes a big problem, where you're thinking about this often, then perhaps you have some other type of problem because normally out of all the people around you, most of the time, maybe one or two person are going to be the ones that maybe have the ability to send evil eyes on you, to send heavy energy. They have to have such a strong energy or some strong desire or jealousy in order for them to be able to send that wave of energy to you. It's almost like a transfer of energy. So, and you have to be very sensitive, because if you're not very sensitive, then you really, it might just come or not do anything, or you might be so protected that it cannot get through you. But I find this fascinating from a perspective of not only are we dealing in conversations in this channel about learning about disembodied energies, learning about different interactions with the spirit realm, learning about the astral planes, learning about quantum healing and how to heal ourselves and all of that. But I find it fascinating because we're talking about beings that are alive, sending energy consciously or unconsciously to you, to somebody else, and exchanging that energy in a way that can create energy deficits. But also, when two people of the same vibration meet, if one has something that the other needs, there is an energy exchange. There is always an energy exchange. But what I find completely exciting is a lot of my clients also share their energy to the point where I get healing and benefits from them, because they come to the session, they also get healing for themselves, right? But when there are people that are coming with a very specific challenge, what I notice is that sometimes even before their sessions, I already start experiencing those things so that I can understand them. And this is something that I wanted to talk about, because lately I think in the last week or so, there have been quite a few people that come with this problem. So yesterday, I had a client that her family was dealing with envy within the family, and there was an energy that was attracted to this envy by these family members, and he amplified their envy throughout the whole family. In other cases, I had a client where her child suffer an attack from a living person that sent energy unconsciously to this child, because the energy was sent to other people that were older, but they were so protected that the energy found its way to the child, a 9-year-old child. So we worked on releasing that. And not only that, but when you understand, and we call on those beings that are alive on their higher self, and we ask questions and we understand why, it blows my mind. I also had a client not too long ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, where she was seeing a therapist, and the therapist thought that she was just amazing, everything worked out so well for her, and the therapist unknowingly sent energy to her that grabbed into the client and created energy deficit. For the client, this was very like, whoa, like I cannot believe, I thought very highly of this person. And this person is in Spain, and her therapist is in Spain. And she had this relationship with this person for over a year or so. She couldn't believe the information that she received when she went through that session, and tap into why some of the discomfort that she was feeling was actually coming in the solar plexus, was actually coming from the energy that the therapist shared with her, that was of jealousy, and almost like, you don't deserve this, I deserve this more than you do, why you? And that energy was sitting in the right side of her stomach area. Completely fascinating stuff. I always love sharing stories from my sessions. So that is my little summary for the, I guess, the last couple of weeks since I was in Hawaii and just came back. Another thing that I wanted to share with you in general is that one of the bigger lessons that I received in Hawaii was receiving the elders, the ancestors of the island, coming together to teach me about breathing and about how the breathing, until the breathing changes, no matter what the person is doing, the person doesn't, it's almost like, let me put it this way, onto the breathing changes, I'm trying to remember word by word, but I'm having a little problem here now. Onto the breathing changes, there is no permanent change. Meaning, if you were working very hard on changing part of you, and that part of you comes with a new breathing, for example, if you're leaving stress behind, right? I come from a very like go, and leaving stress behind and living a different lifestyle. But the breathing also has to change. And when the breathing changes, then the change is permanent. And that came with a lot of many different, so much wisdom and different things that happen in that beautiful place. And I'm just grateful and like thankful. But I thought that that was fascinating because, as you know, I've been sharing my journey with the throat activation that I had a few months ago that I am still dealing with, and a lot of changes to my eyes and my throat and my breathing too. So I thought that that was fascinating that they actually came forward with that information, because I wasn't looking for anything for me. I was there for others. So it was magical. So I hope that you got something out of this video. I wanted to do a live, but I'm running out of time, so I have to go. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I appreciate you.